All you guys who have been waiting for Tutorial Tuesday. This Tutorial Tuesday is maybe a little bit late. I'm not sure if the videos are done by uploading before tomorrow, so I'm very sorry about that. But today I want to do a very special topic, and I made a video about this a while back, but it is Discus Care. And I know that there's a lot of people who really like Discus. I'm one of them. I love Discus. I've kept them for a year now. I know a lot about them and got a lot of experience with them. They are extremely cool fish, lots of colors, lots of personality. But there's a few things that they really require before you put them into your aquarium. First of all, I would say that you should be sure that you have your aquarium cycled, because if you don't have that, you are going to have huge problems with keeping them alive, because they are very sensitive to water parameters, especially to nitrates, and that is basically something you have to take into consideration. And as you can see here, my discus are fighting, and I'll talk a little bit about that later. There's a lot of different sorts of discus. Mine is that orange one, orange-red one is blood pigeon. The blue one is blue diamond. I'm soon thinking of getting a yellow molybon, which is basically kind of a yellow discus. I've kept brown molybon. I've kept red turquoise, and then yeah, I've kept blue diamond. I haven't kept anything else. But there's a lot of different species out there. You can also get wild species of discus. And I'm actually very surprised to see my discus actually coming out and watching the aquarium so much, because he's a very shy fish. He tends to stay back at the plants because that's what discus do. It takes some time to make discus get used to tank mates and their environment. But first of all, I want to say discus are not hard to care for. You just have to have good experience with fish, and I would recommend that you have at least like a year experience in fish and know your stuff, you know. Know your stuff before you buy these fish, because you know they are very, they're like you kind of have to be like an expert on aquariums, because they are basically something that people also take as a very, very hard fish to keep, and also a very, very expensive fish to buy, and that is a typical problem. And typically people keep them in high temperatures and stuff like that, which is required, and basically you're going to have trouble keeping other fish. But I have actually made a trick on this. I'm going to show you the temperature on my tank. Because it's summer, it's at 28.3, but at the winter it is at 27 degrees Celsius. Most tropical fish can take that. They will normally survive that, because that's not really a big difference from 26 degrees Celsius. So you can do that. That works fine. Fish you can keep with them, and invertebrates. A mono shrimp, I would highly recommend getting a mono shrimp with them, because there's going to be a lot of algae in your aquarium, because they shit like hell, I'm just saying. And these guys are really good at cleaning up algae and stuff like that, and plants, which of course excess nutrients is going to get. Siamese alligators, amazing fish, will go well with your discus, because they are very shy, not shy, but very peaceful. So make sure you get Siamese alligators and not Chinese alligators, because Chinese alligators is a little bit more aggressive. Neon tetras is definitely something I would recommend, cardinal tetras, and just regular neon tetras. They can tolerate the temperatures, but you have to wait till your tank is cycled before putting them in, because they are very sensitive. You can see I only have 3. That's because a while back I bought them, but now they're a half-year old, and I bought them pretty damn old, so they basically tend to die really fast. And basically also cory cats, I would definitely recommend that if I can find any. Come on, parakeets, where are you? They're hiding in the plants right now. But you know how parakeets are. Go searching on Google if you don't know who they are. They are amazing, cool bottom feeders. Will be a very good scavenger for your aquarium. And then basically I would recommend most schooling fish, because they really like having schooling fish in their aquarium. There's actually a parakeet right there for you guys. But they really like schools because it gives a little bit of life in their aquarium, and they like having a little bit of company in their aquarium. Also, make sure to have hiding spots and a low pH. Now, because I say these two at the same time is because of driftwood. Now, this is Mopani driftwood. Won't really do a difference on, you know, the pH, but get bogwood, okay? I'm going to show you some bogwood. That is bogwood right there. That is my old piece of driftwood. It's huge. It did a really great job at lowering the pH. You can also put chemicals in, but the problem is when you run out of that, it's basically the pH is going to raise like really high, and your discus can actually risk getting cloudy eye, which you don't want, and that's a typical thing about cichlids. Also with African cichlids, just you know, the other way around. So they are very shy fish, and as I said, so when you get them in your tank, they will hide behind your plants because they need to get used to that tank mates, need to get used to the environment. And it's really something you have to know. You just don't need to panic like, oh my god, my discus is fighting and he's going to die and stuff like that. No, he's not. He's just getting used to his tank mates, and it's actually good seeing him coming out at night or something like that. And that's typically what my discus is doing. He's coming out at night and like say, hello, you blue diamond discus, and he's like being like, you shouldn't rule this aquarium, you disgusting male discus. So that is the problem I have here. I keep 2 male discus, and they will probably fight a little bit here in the start. And I of course have the risk of maybe losing one. Oh, did you just see those tetras there? That looks funny, but so that is basically a thing you have to remember. And actually, a thing I really would recommend is either get cherry shrimp or guppies or platies or swordtails, live bears just generally, because you easily get fry. I'm just going to follow this school here. It's amazing. Wow, they're really schooling a lot. But basically what I mean about this is that live bears make live fry, of course, and the discus are going to have some live food, and it actually really gets them in the happy mood and really gets them rich coloration and stuff like that. Give them special food. It really works well. I know I'm just following the tetras right now, but I think it looks awesome. I have never seen this. That is really nice. But of course, there's a couple of things you guys have to know about discus before buying them. So go research on the net, and you got almost all of the, you know, information in here. So I guess I got a little bit more information in this video than I did in my old video. So yeah. Other things I would recommend is getting tall plants like Hygrophila, Lodrigia rebens, and stuff like this, because they really need some hiding places. And that's what I typically hate about discus aquariums, that is people that just put a piece of driftwood in and that's it. They don't put anything else in. You can keep them in bare bottom tanks if you want, but I don't really recommend it because it's more beautiful the other way. Oh my god, what is going on with these tetras? It's so funny. Oh my god, they're so cute. What's up, guys? Anyhow, so yeah, that is basically Discus Care, and I guess you guys should try it out because it's really something you're going to remember your whole life, because it's really something you can't forget, because it's something so special. I mean, you can see how they react to each other right here. There is some fighting going on right there. Yeah, I hope these guys are going to do well in the future, and I'm going to get them another tank mate. So yeah, see you guys in another video.